right, Holiday Road, 18 minutes after 11 o'clock. A lot of you might be out on the road right now, tuning into WOCA as you pass through, and thank you for doing that. This is WOCA The Source in Ocala, Florida, if you're wondering. And Joe Martone is in the studio. And we're going to have some fun, but this isn't called Fun with Joe. A lot of people are heading to Disney right now, you know that. Oh, you're jealous? You jealous?
Yes, I am.
You're jealous?
I'm jealous. I'm blue. I'm green. But
I have
a job.
I have an interesting thing. You know, Walt Disney World has become synonymous with fun and just a place to kind of let your hair down and escape from the whole world, right? It's become synonymous with that.
That's what they call it, Walt Disney. It's the only one in the world.
It is the most popular Disney park.
Right. In other words, the other parks are just like the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
In Tokyo and Paris and Singapore. It's just the Magic Kingdom. Here in Florida is the only place it's a world. So
I have the 10 ways that Walt Disney, the man, made the world a better place. I thought this was a fascinating article that I happened to find online. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Number 1 of the 10 ways. Dare to dream big. Dare to whatever it is you want. Don't put any limits on it. Dream as big as you want to dream.
He used to say, not bring it up a notch, or I'm paraphrasing, but basically it says bring it up a notch. That was his, in other words,
that was his thing.
The Imagineers would come up with something, and he would look at him and say, okay, now bring it up a notch.
Yes.
But it wasn't the word notch, it was something else.
I saw him in a video thing, and he was speaking to the group of people before they made Snow White, or one of them, and he found the story. And he had the story like in 70 sheets of paper. And he said, I'm going to hand out these 70 sheets, and your job is to make it better.
Yeah, bring it up a notch.
Yeah.
There's not a notch. Oh, that's going to get me frustrated now what the word is.
Well, he had a statement, this is not what you're thinking of. It's, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Right. Same. In other words, if you can dream it, you can do it. He approached, for Disneyland in California, he approached over 200 financial institutions before I got a loan to do it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
200.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, drove his brother crazy.
All right. Another thing that Walt Disney did to make the world a better place, it kind of goes hand in hand with that last one, is he became a living example of perseverance. That's exactly what you just said.
Yeah, he did.
It's a whole different matter to be a living example of perseverance through difficult times. Walt went through unbelievable challenges before he was 30. Through all of this, he didn't give up on his dream. Take heart, the greatest entertainer of the 20th century has had days similar to yours. They're referring to Disney, of course.
Yes.
He didn't give up on neither should you. Mickey Mouse popped out of his head, he said, onto a drawing pad 20 years ago on a train ride from Manhattan to Hollywood at a time when business fortunes of himself and his brother Roy were at the lowest ebb, and disaster seemed right around the corner. That's when Mickey Mouse came to him.
Correct.
Isn't that great?
His wife and him were on the train going back.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good story. That is a good story.
That's a great story.
Did you ever have a cartoon pop out of your head onto a paper?
Yes.
You should have done something with it.
I did.
What'd you do?
Put it in the drawer.
You could have had Martone World.
Martone. Oh, wow. That's scary. That is scary.
Well, what kind of rides that place would have?
Have a street, have a county, but I don't have Martone World.
He didn't hide. Here's the number 3 ways he made the world a better place. He did not hide the fact that life is hard.
This is true.
Even in the fairy tales, he wanted to make sure the fairy tales showed that life is not a bowl of cherries.
Right, and all the fairy tales that he adopted, I should say, he cleaned up for presentation.
What would seem like an insurmountable obstacle? Can an elephant fly? Yes, Dumbo did.
Sure.
Can a wooden boy become a real boy? Yes, he showed it in Pinocchio. So that was an insurmountable obstacle told as a fairy tale. That's what those fairy tales tell you.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you know that, Robin? That's what
I didn't know that.
That's what the message is supposed to be. That whatever is insurmountable, you can overcome it. I never knew that with Dumbo or with
That's pretty awesome.
Pinocchio. It's here's a quote from Walt Disney. He says, "You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you."
Not at the time.
No, not at the time.
Not at the time, but yeah, he got kicked down many times and got back up. He lost artists in his career that worked for him, went on their own, came back, and I mean, his corporation, the workers were there, and then they unionized later on in life, in his life. There's a lot of things that he overcame that he had to keep rolling with.
Here's one that I know about you, Joe. This number 4, recognize the importance of family. His quote that is regarding this is, a man should never neglect his family for business.
True.
And there you
Yeah.
True. You can't.
Follow
You
that.
can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Sorry. It's two separate entities.
go. That's why we're all taking off tomorrow.
Yes.
Going to be with our families.
Do the best of.
No. I like
Go to a
coming in.
restaurant.
Yeah.
I actually like coming in.
live.
That almost, I didn't mean it the way it sounded. I like coming in because to me, this is my family.
Yeah.
There was a listener at Light Up Ocala when he was putting his name in the box. He had said that he enjoys the fact that we give up moments of our holidays to be here because it makes him feel like he has a friend
That's cool. Just
with
throw
his
money.
family.
Okay.
So that was great. I just really
you
liked that
say?
comment.
Just throw money.
True,
throw money.
true story. His name's in the box.
All right, here's another
Yes.
one, and you know this about Disney. Number 5, improve on what already exists. You don't have to reinvent the mousetrap.
He improved. Oh, that's Disneyland. There it is in a nutshell. Because he went to. I
The
might
other
get this
parts?
wrong. No, he was in California. And forgive me if I don't remember where, but that's where he seen a carousel and the kids were playing on it and everything. And he says, "Well, we could do more." Basically, I'm
Oh.
paraphrasing. I can't. We could do more, and of course he did. With Disneyland.
Gosh.
He said
Quite a bit more.
he would go on the rides at Disneyland himself, and he said, "I always go on the rides so that I can look around and think what is wrong and how can I make this better."
Yeah, he used to go incognito.
Wow.
That's why Robin Williams didn't last on the ride very long. Robin Williams worked on the Jungle Ride for 2 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Goodbye, because he had lived everything. He didn't go by what.
Okay. I didn't
Well, he
know
didn't
that.
fit. He didn't fit.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
didn't know that.
The next one is a hard pill to swallow for some people, but it's number 6 on the 10 ways that Walt Disney made the world a better place. Money is not the ultimate goal. He said Disneyland is a work of love. We didn't go into Disneyland just with the idea of making money. He wanted to make people happy.
You got to have money to make people happy in Disney World, Disneyland, and I kind of disagree with that a little bit because the story goes there was a coupon or something that cost them 24 cents to make, and they sell it for 25 cents, somewhere there. And the two brothers said, well, "I'm only making a penny or something."
Yeah, but
The
I'm
other
gonna
one said, "But we're getting them in the park."
Yeah, I know, but I think if you look at it a little bit broader, I mean, if would you do this? Would you break even as long as people were being happy? I mean, you can't lose money, obviously.
Oh yeah. Well, if you break even and you pay yourself,
Well, that's kind of breaking even.
right? So you have to pay yourself.
Yeah, that is
If
breaking
you don't
even.
pay yourself,
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much paying yourself is. What is appropriate for
worth?
you? Yeah, what is appropriate for you?
Right.
Obviously, my worth is nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
right,
below
all right.
you. Wait a minute. I'm getting depressed now.
Why are you getting depressed? All right, why you're in the same boat as me? All right,
That's
Oh,
right.
mine's got a leak in it.
number
I got one broken oar.
Number 7, make people happy by appealing to the child in all of us.
Now that is cool. That is, yes, I agree 102% with that.
Here's the quote. I don't make films primarily for children. I make them for the child in all of us, whether it be 6 or 60.
Yeah, or older. Or older.
Yes.
Yeah.
60 used to be old now, so
That's right.
Now
No,
it's,
it's
yeah,
not.
now it's, yeah. They used to be old. Now it's, yeah, totally different. Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially with the movies.
here's one, Robin. Take to heart. See the best in people. When you get cheated, it is easy to let your heart become hard. Don't let
That's
it.
right.
Walt was cheated, deceived, and taken advantage of his whole life, but he didn't let it get the best of him.
He didn't put himself down to their level.
Yeah, that's a good thing to remember.
Yeah, he did well.
Here's his quote. The worst of us is not without innocence, although buried deeply it might be.
Gosh, I love that.
Story of Walt Disney. He was older in his later years. This is one of his books I read about him, it was at night, and he thought everybody was gone. A lot of people don't know he was a chain smoker,
Oh.
basically, and he was walking in his hallway in the studios in California back there, and he was like hunched up and just moseying along. He thought the place was empty.
Huh.
The man that wrote this book made a noise. As soon as Walt Disney heard the noise, he straightened himself right up and walked. In other
Oh,
words,
really?
He put the facade of this is the way it's supposed to be, and that's what he was. Perfectionist, big time.
Number 9, recognize the importance of people. Here's the quote. You can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make the dream a reality.
Yes, he was a very people person.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
very,
good.
very concerned. That's just by pointing. That was one. That is one of the things. He didn't want to insult anybody.
Right.
So when you point, most people point with one finger. He always points with two.
2 fingers, yeah.
2 fingers, because one finger in certain cultures is a bad thing. So you point two for directions. And
Right,
everything.
absolutely.
Good for him.
And the third one, you're going to like this one. Have fun. Laughter is America's most important export.
Yes,
That's his quote.
Nice. The
It's
last
the
one.
best medicine.
Gosh.
Is laughter. It's been scientifically proven.
Well, we're going to have fun with Joe in just about 10 minutes.
Yes,
I
we
gotta
are.
wait that long.
Yeah. All right, so we'll have fun with Joe in about 10 minutes and more
Drop off
prizes
your
to give
toys.
away.
TV.
Plus, right now, if you want to get your name in the shiny blue box, you got to call. Is Patty here?
No,
No?
it's Tisha.
Somebody will answer the phone. Tisha.
She'll answer.
732-8000. 732-8000. Tell Tish you want your name in the box. If you get the answering machine, you can just leave your name and number. Make sure you spell your name and we'll,
It said the number slow,
Yeah,
so
well-
we'd have to replay it over and over.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President-elect Trump has tapped the first woman to serve in his administration, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley.
Mike Huckabee, an early supporter of the president-elect, doesn't like the selection.
That Nikki Haley was anything but complimentary and supportive of